Whether you're in your house, your yard, your living room, go ahead and stand up, get nice and comfortable, and let's start with our around the world. Just as is usually the case, you don't need anything special today, just your body. Though I have added some resistance training elements, like with a weight or something like that, or a step, though I have periodically added those, I really do try to keep these workouts body weight only, because that means that anyone can do them. Anyone with a body can do them. And so these are the sorts of things that you can do at home, obviously, but these are also going on YouTube. And so in the event that you're traveling, you're in a hotel room, you're visiting friends or family somewhere in the near future, you are always welcome to click back and maybe do some of these workouts on YouTube with me. These will be on YouTube forever and ever. So I would love nothing more than to be part of your ongoing fitness journey. Go ahead and step your feet together, little knee circles here. And I'm not using my microphone today because I feel like with bodyweight training, I can just project at the laptop. It's a little bit different with yoga when you gotta be kind of relaxed and calm. But with bodyweight training, I can yell at you. So let me know if you have trouble hearing me though, because I'm happy to switch back to the microphone, but it feels kind of garbly to me. So anyway. All right, let's do some breaths and some skiers. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big hip circles. Leaning the hips back to the side, forward and back. Little puppy update for those of you who are interested in their development. They started eating soft food over the last few days, so they aren't nursing quite as much, and they're getting really big and fat. And as is usually the case when babies start to eat more substantial food, they sleep forever now. Like they'll eat and then their bellies will be like big and round and they'll just pass out in a pile for hours. It is so funny and you can't wake them up. All right, go ahead and switch directions. It's that food coma. It's like me every time I eat a Lily's breakfast burrito and I just want to sleep in the middle of the day for the next 3 hours. I feel like that's how they're doing their meals now. All right, get some arm hugs. Arm swings, right over left, left over right. I'm gonna roll out my mat just because one time I did this workout without a mat and I just felt like I was being really gross because I was sweating all over the carpet. And we don't clean our carpets that much, so I'm using a mat instead. Keep those arm swings going. Good stuff. And let's get some swings overhead. I just noticed that my rubber tree plant is putting out a new leaf. I'm very excited. That's what's fun about having plants up here in my upstairs loft. I don't come up here every day, so it's fun to see their progress over time. All right, come back to standing. Big neck circles. Roll your neck to the right, to the left. And while you're doing that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our format today. So it is a new month. And I know you all really enjoyed the Tabatas. I really enjoyed the Tabatas. And so I didn't want to totally depart from that format, but we are doing something different. We are going to do 4-minute AMRAPs. And so what we're going to do is we're doing, let me pull this up real quick. There we go. What we're doing is we're doing 5 4-minute AMRAPs. No, I lied. 4 4-minute AMRAPs. I know that doesn't sound like a lot of work, but that's because what I really want you to do is focus your energy and your efforts into the work that you are doing during those AMRAPs. And so we've talked about this before. Give it 100% effort, because the amount of actual working time, if you do the math, is only 16 minutes. And so I want you to really go all out during each of those 4-minute chunks, because you do get a break in between the AMRAPs. And depending on how efficient we are, how efficient I am with movement coaching, then we might finish a little bit on the early side. So all that to say, give it everything you've got while we are together here. So for those of you who don't know, an AMRAP, A-M-R-A-P, is an acronym that stands for as many rounds as possible. As many rounds as possible. And so all that means is that you keep track of the number of rounds you do of a particular movement or set of movements over the course of a running clock, a 4-minute running clock. And so I will keep track of the time of 4 minutes worth of time. You keep track of what you're doing. And if you are willing to, and if you're the sort of person that likes to keep data, then I encourage you to maybe grab a piece of paper, or you can record this in your phone to keep track of how many rounds of everything you do, because I'm thinking I'm gonna revisit a few of these AMRAPs maybe later on in the month, maybe a couple of them, and kind of track our progress over time. So this is the first month that we're actually starting to collect some data. So I really encourage you to do that if that would be fun for you. So basically the way this is going to go, and you can grab your phone or you can grab your notepad while I talk a little bit more about formatting, is that each of the AMRAPs has 2 movements. So this is kind of like the Tabata in the sense that there's 2 movements that you're working on. So each of the AMRAPs has 2 movements. And so what will happen is I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. And then you will do 5 push-ups, 10 squats. 5 push-ups, 10 squats. 5 push-ups, 10 squats, 5 push-ups, 10 squats. So that's a really basic structure, 5 and 10, 5 push-ups, 10 squats. 5 push-ups and 10 squats comprises a round. And so you'll be doing 5 push-ups, 10 squats, that's 1 round. 5 push-ups, 10 squats, that's 2 rounds. 5 push-ups, 10 squats, that's 3 rounds. Continuous for 4 minutes. And so I will call out the time as we're moving through. You keep track of the number of rounds you've done. And then at the end, when I say time, when I say stop, at the end of those 4 minutes, we'll come back and I would love to hear from you how many of each thing you did, right? Or how many rounds you completed. So let's say I do 5 rounds and then I'm in the 6th round and I've done 4 push-ups. So I would come back and I would say I did 5 plus 4. Okay, so do keep track even of the little single ones that you did in a partial round. So that is how the AMRAPs are going to go. And conveniently, the first AMRAP is 5 push-ups, 10 squats. But we're not going to start just yet. We're gonna keep moving with some more warm-ups, some more movement warm-ups. So go ahead and move back to your mat. And let's step to the top of the mat. Let's take some squats here. Body weight's in the heels. Initiate the movement back with the hips, drive the knees wide. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do some lunges from the top of the mat again. Step the back foot back, tap the back knee to the earth, right, left. All right, and then go ahead and step one leg back and let's lower into a lunge with the back knee on the earth. Maybe heel toe that foot out wide on the mat and take some little knee circles here, starting to warm up the hip. So since you are keeping track of the number of movements you are doing, I have picked all movements that are measurable, okay? So at no point will you have to do a plank for like a certain amount of time, right? You won't have to do butt kickers or high knees or anything like that, although you could count those. But the point here is that you are keeping track of your reps and keeping track of your rounds. Go ahead and step your 1 foot back and just go ahead and switch legs. Draw some little knee circles here. All right, go ahead and press the palms into the earth. Step it back to a plank here. Take an inhale, and with control, keeping the elbows close to the body, lower all the way to the mat. Reverse push-up. Reach the arms forward, point the toes back. Let's do 10 Supermans. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over onto your front side. For some scorpion, these are scorpions. Kicking one knee across the body, right to left, left to right. And then here we are on our backs on the mat. Go ahead and bend the knees and have the soles of the feet together in a butterfly position. We're gonna do 5 butterfly push-ups, sit-ups. Tap the ground overhead, swing the arms, reach for the toes. Tap the ground overhead, swing the arms, reach for the toes. We did butterfly sit-ups when we did Murph last week. All right. So go ahead and stand up from the butterfly sit-ups, and we're gonna recap burpees. I think you all know how to do burpees, but just for the sake of recapping, movement standards for a burpee are getting your total body weight onto the ground and into the air as quickly as possible. It doesn't have to be pretty. You do not have to do a push-up. Okay, so a lot of times people think that a burpee has a push-up hidden inside of it. It really doesn't. So I think those people are just doing extra credit. So a burpee, I like to start from standing, hands to the ground, hop it back, and just flop all the way onto the ground. So my belly is touching the ground. Now I hop both feet forward, stand up, and hop into the air. Do make sure that when you hop into the air, your hips straighten, right? So another way of saying this is that your hips open. They go from a closed position to an open position. This is not a complete burpee, right? Because I'm not opening my hips all the way, all right? And so get the full benefit of these movements by standing all the way up, opening the hips all the way up. Use those great glutes you've got. Okay, push-ups and squats, burpees, lunges. We're also doing flutter kicks and Spider-Man planks. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back down to the mat and let's hit a plank for a moment. So starting in your plank position, fire up the core and tap your elbow or knee to elbow. Right, left, right, left. Let's go ahead and get 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now go ahead and lay down on the mat on your back side. Flutter kicks. I like to pin my hands underneath my hips, point the toes, right, left, right, left. Your head and your shoulders are off the mat. Remember that. If your head and your shoulders are down on the mat, it compromises your abdominals and you'll feel your low back come off the mat. It also makes it a little bit less difficult, but it completely relaxes all that core tension that you're building when you're doing that flutter kick. Okay, I hope you don't have any questions. Pretty straightforward. We are going to do a break in between each of the AMRAPs, during which I'll ask you how many you got. We'll all check in with each other. So it's kind of fun to be a little bit competitive with each other, but really this is about seeing your progress over time. And so, like I said, I will revisit a few of these AMRAPs over the course of June. And so grab a piece of paper, record it in your phone, keep track of what you're getting today, and and we'll revisit these and see if we can't beat our personal records later on in the month. Okay, so the first AMRAP, like I said, is 5 push-ups, 10 squats. And by the way, they're all 5-10, right? And so they're all 2 movements. They're all 5 of something and 10 of something. Continuous movement for 4 minutes. One last thing that I will tell you, if you have never done an AMRAP before, it's great if you can do continuous movement for 4 minutes. That's awesome, yay. But I cannot do continuous movement for 4 minutes. I will be building in some breaks. So I might, since I've got my watch on me and I'm keeping track of the time, I'll probably build in a little 5-second break at the top of every minute. Or maybe I'll do a 5-second break after every single round. That's also a good way to space out your breaks. So maybe decide, maybe after you do a couple rounds, maybe decide like how that rhythm is feeling and when you might want to add in your breaks, because setting the expectation right off the bat that you're just moving continuously for 4 minutes is probably a little bit unrealistic. Okay. Let me see if I can get a little timer going. Yes. Okay, we're gonna start. 5 push-ups, 10 squats. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. Get a sip of water, take a couple deep breaths. In 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 push-ups, 10 squats. Keep it up. That's 1 minute. So just a quick check-in, keep moving, keep moving. Just a quick check-in. As you notice that your movement standards start to break down, if you're not going all the way down in the squats, or if you're starting to kind of peel up on the push-ups, give yourself a break. Shake your arms out. Maybe take 5 deep breaths and then get right back into it. You got this. Two minutes. Two and a half minutes. You're doing great. Three minutes. 1 minute left. 25 seconds. You're coming into the final lap. 10 seconds, get some more in. Whatever you can. 2, 1, stop. Whew. Write down your score. You're gonna forget it. Write it down. Don't try to remember it. Write it down in your laptop. I've got my little notebook. Write it down in your phone. Whew. And once you've written it down, I would love it if you would unmute yourself and tell me what you got.
Hi.
Yeah. How you doing, Penelope?
Good. I did 8, and that was hard for me.
Nice. You did 8 rounds?
Yeah.
Way to go.
I feel like it might be one of those things where you like start the race sprinting though.
Maybe so. But you know what the good news is? There's no more push-ups after this. So there's that. 8 rounds. Way to go. I got 7 rounds plus 4. Zara, what'd you get?
I got 6 rounds with 5 push-ups.
Way to go. Way to go. That's awesome. 6 rounds and 5 push-ups. Who's PD? Do we know who PD is?
It's Paige.
Hi, Paige. Oh.
My camera thing is like not turning on. Sorry about it.
Hi, Paige. Hey, everyone.
Like,
Paige just got engaged this week. Paige just got engaged this week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is a sparkly, sparkly ring. Paige, how many rounds did you get?
So I did 5 with the push-ups and then 5 squats.
Way to go. Way to go. So you got 5 rounds plus 10, it sounds like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Way to go.
Thanks.
Sadie, what'd you get?
Hey, I got 8 and 5 push-ups.
Fantastic. Wow, way to go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, nicely done. Okay, so now that we've gotten a little bit of a break to check in and let our heart rate slow down and our breathing rate slow down just a little bit, AMRAP number 2, same length of time, another set of 5 and 10, but this time it's 5 burpees, 10 lunges. Now, it is up to you whether you do these lunges, step lunges, right, left, or to make it a little bit faster and a little bit, add a little bit of a challenge, you are welcome to do jumping lunges. So jumping lunges are a little bit more challenging because that's switching your feet in the air, but they're faster. So trade-offs there. You're also obviously welcome to try a combination of the two. You don't have to pick one and commit to it. So you've got your notebook or your phone, you're keeping track of your reps. It is, once again, 5 burpees, 10 lunges. 5 burpees, 10 lunges. And we're gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! 5 burpees, 10 lunges. And for those of you who are wondering, 10 lunges just means 1 on the left, 1 on the right, times 10. So you don't have to do 20 lunges is what I'm saying. I hope that's not confusing. One minute in, that's 1 minute down, 3 to go. That's 2 minutes down. Halfway there, you got this. Oh. Keep it up. We're almost to 3 minutes, almost to the home stretch. You've got this. Like I said, if you're taking a break, mentally wrap your mind around 1 minute left, 1 minute left. What does that look like? 30 seconds. Home stretch, keep moving, keep moving. 2, 1, stop. Whew. Write it down, tally it up, figure out what you got. Oh my goodness, I'm very sweaty. Whew. This is the great thing about Zoom. Yeah, me too.
It was horrible.
This is the great thing about Zoom, nobody can smell us.
I know. I've got that more than once.
Oh, for real. What'd you get, Penelope?
I got through 6 full sets and 2 very poor burpees after that.
Oh, way to go. Awesome. I got 5 plus 2. Which was harder for you, the burpees or the lunges?
The burpees.
Yeah.
I feel like my form starts to get sloppy.
Yes. That's pretty normal. Well, and then, I didn't talk about this, but you don't have to jump it forward. You can step it forward. Burpees don't have to look pretty. They just have to get done, right? So, way to go. Paige, what'd you get? Or Zara, or Katie. Whoever's
Oh,
up.
sorry, I muted myself. 5 plus 5.
5 plus 5?
Yeah.
Way to go. Way to go.
I do not feel well.
That's awesome. No, that's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, I got 5 plus 2. Nicely done. Which was harder for you, the burpees or the lunges?
Burpees.
Yeah.
Big time. I was getting sloppy at the end.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. Katie or Zara, whichever you is ready to go.
Go ahead.
I got 3 rounds plus 8.
3 plus 8. Oh, you almost hit that 4th round. You were almost there. Way to go. Burpees, were the burpees the hardest?
Yes. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a consensus so far. How about you, Katie? How many did you get?
3 rounds plus 5 burpees and 5 push-ups.
So,
Or sorry, lunges.
3 rounds plus 10.
Oh wait, huh?
Did you
Yeah.
get 3 rounds plus 10? Nice. I'm gonna put you and Zara head to head on a split screen so you can fight it out. You guys were neck and neck.
Yeah, it's hard. Burpees are rough.
The burpees, yeah, they got us all. It sounds like it's a consensus. We all hate the burpees. Okay, well, the good news is we're 2 AMRAPs down, 2 to go. So the AMRAP number 3 is 5 flutter kicks, 10 Spider-Man planks. Okay, so both of those involve some core tension. Both of those are basically prone on the mat. So flutter kicks are on your back with your hands beneath your hips, pointing the toes and fluttering, and then you flip it over for 10 Spider-Man planks. So just a reminder, kind of like the lunges where there's a right, left, Spider-Man plank is the same way. Left knee to left elbow counts as 1. Right knee to right elbow counts as 1. So don't do 20 Spider-Man planks is what I'm saying. Okay, let me reset my little timer. 5 flutter kicks.
5 flutter kicks is actually 10 flutter kicks, though. Correct.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, great.
I'm glad you asked that. 5 flutter kicks is right left. That's the first one that's like that. Okay. Did anybody else have any questions about that? Is that super clear? Okay, good. 5 flutter kicks, 10 Spider-Man planks. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. These are moving fast. Keep it up. Quick transitions. One minute down, 3 to go. Remember to take your breaks. Huh. Ah. Almost halfway. You're almost to 2 minutes. Keep it up. That's halfway. All right. Keep moving. Uh. 'The end is in sight here. 1 minute left. We're 3 minutes in, 1 minute to go. Ugh. "30 seconds. Keep it up. Oh. Push, push, push all the way to the end. 3, 2, 1, time. Wow. Those Spider-Man planks snuck up on me. Oh my gosh. I thought I'd be able to do all 10 every time. Nope. All right. What'd you get?
Ooh, I made it through 9 full sets and then the flutter kicks.
Way to go.
But it was hard. Like, I teach Pilates, so I feel like core is a strength versus like doing burpees and lunges and stuff. But that was hard back to back like that.
Yeah, that was gnarly. Hi, are you doing your workout with mom?
You say hi. Apparently shirtless. I'm not sure why.
I love it. That's me. I love it. Way to go. I want to take your Pilates class sometime. Are you coaching on Zoom?
I just teach it to like friends and stuff, but I've had enough people ask that I'm like, I should formalize this into something. Maybe I should talk to you about how to put a little YouTube channel up there.
Oh my gosh, yes, I would love to. Yes, let's talk offline. So good.
Okay, awesome.
I got 9 rounds even. 9 rounds even. And like I said, those Spider-Man planks were gnarly. How about Zara? What'd you get?
I got 8 rounds plus 5 flutter kicks plus 5 Spider-Man planks.
Nice. Sounds like you and me were head to head this time. Way to go. Katie.
I got 8 and one set of the flutter kicks.
Nice.
So all the flutter kicks.
Awesome. Yeah, those flutter kicks. You know, it's amazing. Those flutter kicks went so much faster.
Yeah.
Spider-Man planks. The Spider-Man planks, I definitely had to break those up. Like every time I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to hit all 10 this time. And then I would make it to 7 and be like, nope, going to make it to 8. That's it. That's what I'm going to make it to. All right. We are closing in on our 4th and final AMRAP. So 4-minute AMRAP involving Supermans. So 5 Supermans, 10 bicycle crunches. All right, and so more core, but this time we're setting opposing core muscle groups here. So we've got the back for our back extensions with the Superman, and then we're gonna flip it over and bicycle crunches, getting into that rotation, also some hip flexor there. So bicycle crunches, we actually didn't do those in our warm-up, so I'm just gonna demo those for you. Chances are you know what they are, but just to recap, just so that there's no question, is interlace the fingers behind the head, and we're tapping elbow to opposite knee. Now you can counterbalance by straightening. So for the opposite knee that you're tapping your elbow to, you can straighten the opposite leg for a little bit of counterbalance. And the lower you get that leg toward the earth, the more of a load you're putting on your core there. And so you can make it a little bit more challenging by extending that foot straight out, low toward the floor. 5 back extensions, 10 bicycle crunches. Starting in. Let me get my notebook. Starting in 5, 4, 3, oops, back extensions. Ha. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Keep it up. 30 seconds through. This one could be another high scorer. Keep it up. Already over a minute through, You're doing great. Minute and a half. Keep going, push, push, push. You got this. 2 minutes in, 2 minutes in. You are halfway through. Almost 3 minutes. Oh, jeez. 1 minute left. We are 3 minutes in. Less than a minute left. You got this. Keep it up. 20 seconds. Get another round. You got this. Two, one, stop. Whew. I don't know about you, but that one moved fast for me. That one moved really fast for me. I got 10 rounds plus 1. Oh my goodness. Penelope,
Also, I got 10 plus 5. I like just collapsed after that 5th one. I was like, can't even roll over again.
nice. Sorry, what'd you get? Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was writing. I was like, no, I can't forget.
Oh, you're good.
I got 9 rounds, 5 Supermans, and 3 crunches.
Nice. 9 plus 8. Way to go. That's awesome. Yeah, we were all neck and neck. Katie, what'd you get?
I had 13 plus 5
Woo!
Superman.
Whoa, you were blazing through that.
I tried.
Go.
Yeah. Turning over was the hardest part, though.
Seriously, those transitions came fast.
They really did.
Surprised we didn't get rug burns from those transitions. That's awesome. Well, way to go, everyone. Let's do a little bit of stretching. So go ahead and move back down to your mat. And let's finish this out now that we're nice and warm. Let's finish with some stretching. Let's start with a butterfly, actually. So bring the soles of your feet together, fold forward and down. Stretch out the inner thighs, a bit of hip. Way to go.